It is 7 o'clock in Texas. Good evening to everyone. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Thanks for joining us tonight. And transition to the whatever that's called. Hey, hey guys, good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. 236 people watching. Hit that thumbs up for me if you don't mind. Only got about 60 of those right now. So thank you for joining us tonight. Giveaways are always popular. I love doing giveaways. We did it every month last year. And I think we didn't do it last month. We gave away something in January. Yeah, we gave away the ICOM radios in January. Turn this air conditioner off. And this is my second giveaway of the year. I'm not going to be able to do it every month this year because finances. That's basically it, because finances. So a couple of quick announcements. I'm going to bring T.O.'s joining us tonight, and Frank's joining us tonight. Of course, like normal, you know, that's not a big deal. But let me pull this up here real quick. And I did not have that properly prepared. Here we go. Okay. So those of you who watched my European Happy Hour on Friday, you are aware of Scott, ham radio for non-techies, KI5 NPL. He was in a bad car accident. He's okay, but he had to undergo surgery, and his car was totaled. Thank you, TC Fitz, for the super chat. I saw you throwing those down in Frank's stream, so I was going to hope you were going to be here for this one too. But yeah, so Scott, he came through surgery fine on Friday. I talked to him shortly after he got out of surgery. He said he was kind of groggy. I have not talked to him since then. I need to follow up with him. I was probably going to do that tomorrow, but I'm going to share this link in the chat. We've had $3,300 raised so far. I set a goal of $10,000. I just picked that number at random. Just said, hey, whatever. GoFundMe's cool because if you meet the goal or don't meet the goal or surpass the goal, whatever, it doesn't really matter. You still get all the money they come in, barring the part that they keep. So thank you to those of you who have helped to support Scott. This is obviously ham fam time that we like to help each other in need. So yeah, totaled his car. Had to have surgery. Came through the surgery okay, but I don't have any details on that. And I got his permission to share this with you guys and to set up this GoFundMe. So you guys go out there, send him a kind word today. If you have his email or his phone number, text him, whatever. I've been texting with him, so I know he's on the phone. And you guys, thank you for your support on that. I'm going to give that screenshot right there real quick. Let you look at that. And then I'm going to go over there. And that's just a tease. It's just a tease. So those of you who have been watching that for that, you should have figured that out by now. You should have figured out what I was doing there. So nobody can hear you, Frank. I see you waving your hands around, but nobody can hear you. So, and you know what? Right now, still nobody can hear you because I haven't unmuted you yet. But let me put these on. What's going on, guys?
I know what you're doing. You're
going,
selling
Jason?
tank radio coins.
No, I'm not selling. Yeah, I am selling tank rash. Yeah, I can't even remember. I got a bunch of those.
So is Scott's car accident like G.I. Joe? Like where does it hurt? He's like, only in my pride.
Now,
unfortunately, more than that.
Unfortunately not. Yeah, he had to have spinal surgery. So yeah, it's kind of I say it's kind of serious, but he's been awake and alert the whole time. Not during the surgery.
In the chats.
Yeah, he's been in the chats, and he texted me. I texted with him before the surgery on Thursday.
I called and talked to him yesterday.
Did
after
you?
The surgery.
Okay.
He said he's recovering well. I don't remember if it was before or after, but he was walking around the hospital, going up and down stairs, and
Good.
Mike said he potentially was getting out today or tomorrow. Mobility from the accident, because he had a neck fusion somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Fused a couple of spine cords together because he fractured one of them in the accident, and he's losing like 5 to 3% of mobility. He said the worst thing will be he can't touch his chin to his chest. So from what happened, he flipped his car, and but if that's all that's happened, he's losing the ability to touch his chin to his chest. Thank God.
Right.
He
I mean, it could have
in the ham fam, and I wish
obviously it could have been
recovery.
It could have been a lot worse, obviously. So yeah, we hate that it happened, but glad that it wasn't any worse than it was. So, yeah, very. Scott. Sideboom says that Scott posted that he was being released on Facebook.
Oh,
so I wouldn't wish Scott on Facebook. Scott's being released on Facebook. If you think about that for a second, I wouldn't wish Scott on Facebook.
No,
but
no one on
somebody
Facebook.
Needs to be released on Facebook, but I don't think it's Scott. Scott caused too much damage on Facebook, but no, he posted on Facebook he was being released. I think that means so. Good deal. All right, let me. I'm gonna go. I want to show everybody what we're doing tonight, and Tio, I'll let you go here in a second. Okay. Where is? Right there. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit better picture here. So this is a brand new TNC4 from MobiLinked. Brand new in the box. And I've got one myself. I've been tinkering with it. I got some cables for it the other day, so I'm making a video about that later. But I bought 2 of them. I kept one for myself. This is the other one. I've got 3 zoom spots donated by Jim. KI6ZUM, I believe, is his call sign. He's you can buy these at HRO. HRO is the only retailer of them. So I've got the USB stick, the one with the small screen, and then the one with the 3.5-inch screen. So, I thought that they would all get you on M17. Is that not?
I don't know for sure, but I know that this one here will get you on M17 because
on M17.
It is on M17 for me.
Nice.
Okay. Good. Excellent.
It plugs into my Android radio.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, good. Good. Excellent. Okay.
What is MobiLink? Is it a?
It's a TNC.
Okay.
It's a terminal node controller, so it allows you to connect via hardline cable to a radio, and then it turns that radio into a digital. You're able to do digital modes with it, such as APR. You can do APRS on any radio. You can send WinLink messages. You can do packet radio and stuff like that. So pretty much everything.
Think of the U.S. Robotics 56K modem.
Yeah, yeah, kind of like that. So
only slower.
Four-wheeling redneck. That's a fantastic name, by the way. I'll address that here in a second. That's on the agenda. So hang tight for a minute. KM4ACK donated 2 different antenna kits. This one is the dipole kit, and this one is the in-fade half-wave kit. So we're giving away 1 of each of those tonight. So that's 6. That's 6 items right there. On top of that, I'm giving away 2 1-year subscriptions to Ham Radio Deluxe.
Ooh.
Ham Radio Deluxe is a new sponsor of the channel. You're going to see some stuff coming up on that in the coming weeks. But yes, they donated a free coupon code. So you go in, you buy Ham Radio Deluxe, put it in your shopping cart. It's $99 for a year. You put in this code, and it drops it to $0 for a year. So you get Ham Radio Deluxe for a whole year. If you already have it, they said it would tack a year on to whenever your subscription currently expires. So you can either get it new or you can extend your current subscription by a year. And then we've got, and I'm going to probably throw a couple of Ed Fong antennas in there too, but we've got to get cracking here because I've got like 12 or 13 items. But Tio, you are welcome. Do you want to share a screen? Or you want me to share it up here?
You can share it because you had it up there.
Yeah, I still do. I think I've got it right. Yeah, there it is.
Coffeeandhamradios.com.
So yeah, right. Coffeeandhamradios.com. We're giving away a tumbler, a sticker pack, and one of their in-fed half-wave antennas as well.
So, very nice.
3 items, and it is 1 prize per person. So there'll be 13 or 14 winners tonight. Yeah, 3 different winners from TO, and then all the stuff I listed is different winners as well. So yeah, we want to try to stretch it out as much as we can to everybody tonight, so that we get as many winners as we can. So there we go. Okay, so to address the elephant in the room with the signups, okay? I turned the signups off about an hour and a half ago. so that I could download the list, sort it, whatnot, make sure everything was kosher with it.
Is that an elephant or is that standard procedure by now?
The standard procedure, but I have to explain it every time because there's always people that ask, and that's okay. That's okay.
New people, yeah.
Somebody was asking about a confirmation email. If you did not get the confirmation email or you didn't click on it or whatever, you should still be in the list because I took the entire list because there's there's 3 different categories of status on the list when you sign up. There's subscribed, which is the people who got the confirmation email and clicked yes on it. There's unsubscribed, people who unsubscribed after the fact for whatever reason. And there's pending or unconfirmed, which means you didn't click on the confirmation email. Either you didn't get it or your spam filter got it or something happened. I don't know. That confirmation email is sent out automatically by the email service. It's sent to everybody, but some people claim they don't get it and there's nothing I can do about that. So I asked Weber, who's my email host. They're like, well, some ISPs just block us. And we've tried to get, some people to turn this off and turn this back on, whatnot. So that's just kind of the way it is. So if you didn't get the confirmation email, you'll be in the list as pending, but that's okay. You're still on the to-win list tonight. Don wants to know how many times I have to remove Tank from the list.
Don't ask. If you ask, then he will do it.
So that's it right there. So yes. Okay, let's give away something because we're going to have a few things up here. Okay, so here's the list right here. I'm starting at line number 2. Jeff Gibson was the first to sign up. I sorted these by date. So he's number 2. And then if we scroll all the way down here, Mark, M-A-R-C, which I've got your email address, signed up today at 9:47 Eastern Daylight Time this morning. So that's actually, those aren't in order, but that's okay. All right, I sorted them by date, but it sorted them by date, but not by time apparently. So that's okay. So got some signups around 5:45 p.m., which is about the time I turn it off. So we've got 1,318 people. It goes to 1,319, but it starts at 2. Okay, so everybody catch that right there.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so we're going to take our random number generator, which I'm going to go back over here to this one.
Could be a number between 2 and 1,392.
1318, I think.
1318.
1318.
Whatever you said was right.
Yeah.
My memory's not as good as that.
Yeah. So 2 and 1318. So there's the random number generator. Minimum number is 2. Maximum is 1318. That's that right there. So no, we are not giving away an FTDX10. I could give or FT101DX. If I had an FT101DX, I can guarantee I wouldn't give it away. So we're not going. We're not going with that. Oh boy. So yeah, once again, thank you to everybody for being here tonight. So I'm just going to start at I want to give away the Moby Linked last because it's probably the most expensive piece. This thing's about $350-ish.
Wow.
$350-ish. So 300, 350, somewhere in there. I don't remember exactly how much it was. I paid retail for it. I just bought it straight from Moby Linked. So let's start with the Zoom spots. Oh, here's one more thing that I will say before we get people have asked, do you have to be present to win? No, you do not. The only requirement from you is that you have to reply to the email that I send you later this week. I'll either send it tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll put together a bulk email list, put everyone on blind carbon copy, and send out an email and say, here's the list of people who won. Reply back to me and confirm your mailing or give me your mailing address. And then if you pick something from the store like an Ed Fong antenna, tell me what you want. So you have to reply to that email I send you directly. That's the only requirement. If you don't, then we'll give away the item on a new something later on. Then Jeff says it's $100.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it'll get. Jeff says they're $165 for the Moby Linked. Okay, I thought they were more than that. Maybe I bought 2 of them, so maybe I'm thinking of the total price for 2 of them. So $165. Good. Okay, that's still the last one we're gonna give away. All right, so let's do the Zoom USB stick, and I'm going to go over. Nope. Yeah, that was right the first time. There we go. So the Zoom USB stick, and I'm going to click on generate one time. 192.
Ooh, nice number. Nice number.
Yeah, that's not bad. All right, so 192 is Paul Tampion. Paul Tampion won the Zoom.
Congratulations,
USB stick.
Paul. We did a live stream on the Zoom stick and
Mhm.
getting it on M17 on Ham Nuggets last Monday. We had the boys from M17 in, and it probably would have been like 15 or 20 minutes worth of work to get it on M17, but it took us a lot of squirrels and derailings to get there. The boys just wanted to talk about, ex-firefighter, ex-policeman stuff, because, as an ex-police officer.
Oh,
Yeah. They're
You
a
get
fun
in
interview.
talking. Oh, yeah, they're great.
Yeah, they're a fun interview.
I loaded this. I'm let me say it real fast. Microtech. The light
Yeah.
is being bad here. Thank you to the two gentlemen that did send me these. And at first, it overall was pretty easy, but reading the instructions, I was like, I don't know. But in the end, it was pretty easy to do. They were
It's
just
for
a little,
Arden.
Yeah.
got Arden on there.
Yeah, I need to do that.
And dude, it was the hardest part was trying to figure out on this AC version what plug to plug the router into and how to get it to communicate. Their paragraph wasn't quite clear. If I wrote this, I will have the instruction set broken up to 2 different paragraphs. On MikroTik, the one that has the power over Ethernet only, go ahead and do these steps. Or if you have the AC version, do these steps. But I got it loaded, and Jason, me and you need to sit down and get that tunneling working.
Yep. I'm still tunneled to Kyle. In fact, you probably can't see it right now because of my
FPE
screen,
Labs,
but I've got...
yes, I did read the instructions. It took me a minute to understand it, and that's why I said just break it. They did it in sentences, and it was kind of confusing.
It was
they do it in 2 different parts.
You have to jump through a bunch of hoops, unless they've changed it since last time I did it 2 or 3 years ago. You have to jump through a bunch of hoops to get that thing flashed with the firmware.
The thing was, you couldn't just download their factory image to it. You had to do it over PEX, and that's I forgot the acronym, but
PXE.
PXE. Dyslexic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Plus, I had 4 shots before coming here.
I saw that. I saw that.
So you should be perfectly straight now.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
But PXE is pretty cool. It's a boot environment. You can install computers over the network. I played with this many times in the past. I haven't used Tiny PXE before, but after I figured it out, it was pretty easy and simple, and it's running now. I just wish the instructions were a little bit more clear. Jason, you have a question from Ed there. Go for it.
I see that. Yeah. Will links for the giveaway be put in the description after the stream in case we want to buy something? Yeah, I can do that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, that is a good idea. So yeah, I can definitely do that. Let's do another one real quick because, like I said, we got like 12 or 13 items tonight. So this is the Mini 1.3 OLED Zoom Spot kit. So it's basically it looks like it runs on a Pi Zero. So we're going to click generate there. Good, it went up 209. 209. Scroll down here.
I'm still liking the low numbers here.
Yeah. Joe Plunk. 1.5, 1.3 Zoom Spot. I'll remember which one that is.
Yay, thank you.
Joe Plunk.
Congratulations, Joe.
Won that one. So there we go. So yeah, congrats to Joe on that one.
To answer Don's question, he said, Pixie boot, try layer 3 Pixie boot. I in the past before yesterday when I was messing with this, I loaded a Windows server and I was doing Pixie boot through all the normal processes. I had all the variants of Windows 7 and 10 and on there. I just fell out of that field and I don't maintain that anymore. But it was fun installing computers over the network like that and doing automated installations. That was my jam for a while.
Good deal.
All right, I'm done.
You sure you're done? T.O. is working 20-meter FT8. In case anyone was wondering.
Oh, nice.
I'm being heard all the way across the flat Earth.
Right.
Talking about T.O., you just did a stream last week about how long a 100 amp hour battery will last you, and what was the end results on that?
We ended up at the end of the stream with the data tabulated and ready to roll for you to go back and watch from the beginning.
Sheesh.
No, it lasted a little over 5 hours.
5
Running-
hours. That's it.
running 100 watts.
100-watt FT8 in as much of an inefficient method as I possibly could. I had 2 different laptops running on their AC power supplies
listen to
through
this.
an inverter, and then I had the station running on DC, but I also had all the lights in the studio running and the fiber to the home Wi-Fi router running on the DC side as well.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So full station setup
and-
plus a little extra.
Yeah.
Full station and full studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had both laptops running off of it. Your support lights. Unlike me, that my main light died for some reason.
And that was the new mini 100 amp hour from
This
Red
was the
Odo,
full
right?
size Red Audio.
It was a full size. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I've got one of their. They sent me one of their minis.
Oh, nice.
That's supposed to be a tenth smaller and a third.
Yeah.
A third of the weight. 2/3 of the weight. 1/3
They're not
less.
heavy to begin with.
No, they're not. They're not. I mean, they're like
For a 100 amp
batteries,
hour
of course.
battery.
Yeah, for a 100 amp hour battery. Yeah, but they sent me one of their minis, so I'm looking forward to testing it. So Don, thank you for the super chat.
Now I could have gone through and
here,
gotten like a laptop power supply that ran off of DC.
Yeah.
And it would have lasted even longer than it did. And I think my full draw on the DC side at key down FT8 was almost 16 amps, and then it was like 2 amps on idle. So it lasted a good long time. We just hung out and tried to kill the battery. We did.
That's good.
It was pretty fun. I made an appearance, and
it's a good idea.
It's
a good idea for stream. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's give away the 3.5-inch LCD Zoom Spot kit.
Ooh.
This one actually might be more than 160. This one might be actually the most expensive thing tonight. I'm not sure. I didn't look up to see the prices of these. So I've got one of the older, smaller Zoom Spots, but I don't have one of these.
So what capabilities does that have built in?
It's just got a bigger, it runs on Pi-Star, so it does everything a Pi-Star will do. Which you can update Pi-Star to do M17. There's a couple of tricks to that, but you can do that. But this,
I know a guy.
Yeah, exactly. This one just complete UHF LCD multi-mode hotspot. Raspberry Pi 4 micro SD card, the whole thing.
So
in there.
that is All-Star or DMR or
no All-Star, just D-Star, DMR, Fusion, P25, everything that Pi-Star will do.
Okay.
So
it's a nice screen too.
It is, yeah. And I'm not sure if this is one as a touch screen or not. Some of them are touch screens and some of them are not, but it doesn't say anything about touch screen on there. But it sure is a large screen. You can see it very well. So once again, you guys, anybody who knows Jim, be sure and thank him for these donations. He gave these to me at Hamcation. He's like, hey, give these away on a stream. I said, we can do that. Awesome. Okay, so let's go back over here to the random number generator. Maybe we can get a little bit higher number this time.
Let's go on the high end extreme.
Right. Nope, it went down again. 182.
Okay.
182. And we'll scroll down here and go to 182, which is Richard Wilson. 182. 3.5 Zoom Spot. Mark that in yellow so I see it. There we go. Richard Wilson, right there, 182. So 3.5-inch Zoom Spot. Congratulations, Richard.
Nice. Congrats, Richard.
Cool. Very good. All right. So let's see. Just kind of looking at the chat here, seeing what's going on. A lot of stuff scrolling by over there. So if you guys do have a question, you can type the word question in your comment and it will highlight it for me. So there's that.
Or just have a question mark.
Does that do it too?
Well, I set mine up to be like that.
Oh, you set yours. Yeah.
It's because Frank's better than you are.
Better at causing a ruckus.
Yes.
Better at causing a ruckus, I think.
What are you drinking tonight, Jason?
You know what? I wanted something light. So this is a Tiki Colada from Galveston Island Brewing.
Ooh.
Pina Coladas. Their Tiki Weed is their signature beer, and this is a Pina Colada version of it. So
I have Buffalo Trace.
Cool.
I'm nursing it because after my live stream, I did 4 shots of this god awful habanero.
Oh,
mango
the habanero. I was one. Yeah, I saw you shooting something for super chats, and I'm like, which one was that? I didn't catch the beginning
It
of the
was the
stream.
Megan habanero. It's super sweet nose that is just overpowering, and then with the habanero aerates, and sometimes it gets up into your nasal cavity, and it's just at that point you just see me whinging in my seat. I'm like, Ed says Frank is Captain Chaos. He can say that because he had to re-record a couple of interviews every now and then because bad audio. But I'm better now. I think I'm past that time.
Right. So Don asks, does the Moby Link come with the cable to a radio? And no, it does not. It comes with no cables at all. So you have to buy cables from them. And I tried my Moby Link. I tried it with some of the DigiRig cables that I had already. I had a bunch of DigiRig cables, kind of the same thing, but they're not wired the same. I think the in-out pin is different or something like that. I couldn't get those to work. So, and I said something like that to, I think it was came for ACK, and he's like, yeah, I think they're wired differently. I'm like, okay. So I went on the website, bought some Moby Link cables for a couple of my Yaesu radios. But yeah, but no, it doesn't come with any cables itself. And Zach Smith asked, "Do we know what the big knob for is on the Yaesu?" Yeah, it's just a tuning knob. It's a larger knob to tune through VFO or tune through the menus than the smaller knobs
on the 500.
I assume he says on the new Yaesu. I assume he means the 500. So, yep, that's supposed to be out sometime this month, which means this week. I haven't seen that drop yet. I did get somebody in Discord yesterday told me that they got a notification from DX Engineering that this IC905 was starting to ship. Well, they will be starting to ship on April 10th. So we are there for the IC905. Anybody's got $3,500 laying around, buy one, send it to me. I'll do a giveaway with it.
It's awful nice. After we record a couple of videos, right? Yeah. You got to make sure it works, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how else would the guy know how to use it if you didn't do the videos first?
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Yes,
that's true.
Public service. Total public service.
Jinx.
Total public service.
Owe me a Coke.
Right.
Okay. Next time we're at Orlando, I'll get you a Coke from the media room.
Orlando,
right?
I don't know where the media room is at Dayton.
Oh no, what? You're right on that. I don't think they.
Oh yeah, they have one. It's in that hallway.
Find it.
It's in that hallway, I think.
So, you got a question there, Jason.
Does drinking alcohol and smoking cigars make a better ham radio?
No.
Ham radio operator.
It enhances your enjoyment of the hobby and experiencing life and all good things. In moderation, might add. So.
The cigar part certainly does enhance the hobby, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not necessary. No, not necessary. So. All right, T.O., you want to give away one of your things?
I do. Let's do the tumbler.
Let's do the tumbler. Okay, awesome.
Ooh, that's a nice tumbler there.
Yeah.
I like that.
30-ounce tumbler. Keeps your hot stuff hot. Keeps your cold stuff cold.
That's what a tumbler is.
That's a vacuum tumbler.
It's exactly like the Yeti tumblers, but it's not made by Yeti. It's made by Arctic.
Oh, it's Arctic. Yeah. Those are two guys, the 2 or 3 guys who started Arctic used to work for Yeti. I think they broke off and started their own thing or something. That's what I've always been told. So yeah, I guess. I don't know. So all right, let's see.
That was funny.
We can see if we can click a high number on this one.
Don't drink when I talk, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, 1190. Hey! There we go.
Nice. To the extreme end.
Nice.
Yeah. So let's go
30
over
ounce
here
tumbler.
Look at
It'll
1190.
hold like almost a whole pot of coffee.
K5ATA needs to be here for that.
Yeah, I put iced tea in it.
Shannon Cruz.
Hey,
nice! Congratulations, Shannon.
Shannon Cruz,
or an Irishman.
Tumbler. Here we go. Yeah, there's that.
I knew a guy growing up named Shannon Kelly.
Yeah, I used to know a guy named Shannon. So I assume that's still his name. I haven't talked to him in several years, but good deal. Okay,
it's an awesome name.
For sure, yeah.
We got a good question I liked from Curtis. He's asking you, Jason. Let's go ahead and also take it around the room. What is your favorite cigar?
My favorite cigar, literally, is the Arturo Fuente Añejo, which they come out in the United States about once a year. They're made in Dominican Republic. If you go to Dominican Republic, you can buy them all year long. But yeah, it's they come out around Thanksgiving. Some people said that they've seen them around Father's Day as well. I've never seen them in this area come out then. But yeah, they're called an Arturo Fuente Añejo. And if you just go into any cigar shop and you say, have the Añejos come in around Thanksgiving, they should know what you're talking about. So yeah, but that's
if they
my
don't,
favorite.
they're not a good cigar shop.
Right. Something like that.
They don't know what they're talking about.
Yep. So what about you, Frank? What's your favorite one, you think?
My go-to for a daily cigar would be the Padrones 2 to 4,000.
Yes.
Though the only difference, or maybe even the 7,000, the only difference is how long the cigar is on those. So if I'm just
Right.
gonna walk into the store and I just want just grab a cigar off the shelf mindlessly, that will be it. And plus, that is the cigar I started Mike on, and that cigar anyone that I just give and to be like, I just trying cigars for the first time. My cigar of choice though is Roma Craft. They're our cigar roller in Austin, Texas. Neanderthal or Chrome Magnum. Chrome Magnum's my favorite. It's just a kick in the mouth by a mule. It's so full body, peppery, and I think it pairs very well with a high proof whiskey, because you need a strong flavor cigar to go with a strong flavor whiskey.
I disagree. You don't need that.
But that's my thoughts.
Well, yeah. Actually, the best way to smoke a cigar is with water, because that way the taste of the cigar is not diminished or compromised by whatever
that's why I like
beverage you have.
That's like a fuller
Discerning
cigar.
palate.
Yeah.
But right now, when I can find them, they're back in stock right now. Tennessee Waltz. I'm trying to find the
think I've had those
on this one. I see it here, but who makes them? They make the Yellow Rose, but the Tennessee Waltz, I've only seen it 3 years ago. It's a specialty cigar that they only release every 3 to 5 years, and amazing. I literally buy 2 or 3 every time I go into the cigar shop now, because I know they're there. I almost cleaned them out once. I left one cigar in the box. I was like, I'm taking these 4.
Wow.
Jim says
a Padron 1964, which is a very good smoke.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one's a very good smoke. The 1926 and the 1964 are both. Basically, anything from Padron is golden.
Mm-hmm. And my wheelhouse is $10 to $13 or $14 per cigar.
See, that's the great thing about the Añejos that I like. They're only about $12 a stick. And I've had $20 to $30 cigars that were really good, but not quite as good as the $12 Añejo. So that's my opinion, of course. It's just tastes are subjective. So, okay. So got some questions in there.
Let's go to Chad's. A new question. What is M17?
Okay. So
we had Mike, we're not Mike. Ed. Ed's in the chat.
Yeah.
Come on, Ed.
So M17 is the newest digital mode in amateur radio. It's a completely open source digital mode, like D-Star, DMR, Yaesu System Fusion are all digital modes. Digital voice mode, I should say. It's the newest digital voice mode in amateur radio. It's completely open source, and it runs on Codec 2. I have interviewed those guys, the guys in charge of the M17 project, 2 or 3 times on this channel. So if you go search my channel for M17, you're going to find all about, we do some demonstrations and that kind of thing. So got a couple of upgrades that they've made lately, and a couple of new hurdles they've leaped over, and we're going to have them back on the channel soon. So I'm just waiting on them to tell me when they want to come back on.
Takes them a while.
But yeah.
The cool thing about it, though, so far is that it has been made for ham radio first. It wasn't some older technology that was then adopted and kind of, janked into ham radio space, DMR. So like you don't have, so far I haven't had a need to make a code plug, so it's working out.
Well, that's because you don't have there's not a real radio that transmits M17.
Right.
So, yeah. It's all over IP right now. But
well, no, I mean this is my M17 radio right here.
Right, yeah, but that's not a radio in the traditional sense. I mean, you
Well,
still
it's a computer with a
Yes.
radio attached
Right.
to it.
Oh, you can yeah. There's a shoot. I'm gonna forget the name of it now. There's a Linux app you can download and install on a Debian computer that will allow you to key up and talk over the M17 network. Kind of like.
But I am RF from
Mhm.
here into the hotspot sitting on the other side of the room, like I would
Ah.
be if I was using my DMR radio. I'm RF into my hotspot sitting on the other side of the room.
Okay.
That's what I was getting at. That's
okay.
I'm not using like Droid Star and tunneling through the internet. I'm
Right.
actually RF to another RF source and then tunneling through the internet.
And then tunneling through. Yeah. The hotspot's tunneling through the internet. So okay. I haven't tried that yet, so
Yeah.
I may have to tinker with that. But
I had to update the firmware
Droid Star
on
uses
both-
M17. Yes, it does.
I had to update the firmware on both the Zumspot USB stick and on the MMDVM modem in order to get them to work with M17.
Yeah, you can add M17 as a mode to Pi-Star. It just takes a couple of steps. In fact, I've asked Ed and Steve to come on and walk us through that one of these days. I have a Bridgecom repeater upstairs with a MMDVM STM32 board on it that I currently run on DMR, but I want to add. I have to upgrade the version of Pi-Star, which is easy to do, and then I have to add, and then there's a way to add M17, so I will have a true M17 repeater. But before I do that, I need something that transmits RF via M17 RF instead of just being on the interwebs. So perhaps I will do that setup you're doing there, Steve, and try to do that with the with my M17 repeater. But yes, there are hacks for the MD380 to do M17. That is correct, Jeff. There's a guy who was offering to do that. If you paid him like $150, $190, something like that, he would buy a UV380 and do that and do the hack for you and send it to you. I bought one of those, and I guess he got overwhelmed because he ended up refunding us all. Apparently it's kind of tedious because I asked Ed and Steve, was like, is that something we could do on the stream? And they're like, yeah. So I don't think they were confident in my soldering skills.
Surface mount stuff. So
yeah. So Liberty Cave is asking about the R. I was gonna talk about that. Doesn't the R Finder do M17 now?
They're working on it.
It does. They have a beta out that will do M17 over IP, not RF, and it will eventually do. They're working towards being able to do RF also. So yeah, Bob is hoping to be the first production radio to do M17 over RF. But yes, it will. They'll have the over IP version out very soon. They do DMR over IP now. DMR over RF, DMR over IP both, and they're going to do M17 over IP and then add RF to it eventually as well. So yes. Anyway, so that is that. Okay, let's give away some antennas. I'll give away these two KM4ACK antennas, and come over here. First one is going to be this dipole kit, which I haven't built that one myself. I built the infant halfway, but not the dipole kit. So let's click generate on that. Down to 463. All right. 463. Oh, that's good right there. Don Hutchcraft. Hey, look at that.
Don.
Don Hutchcraft won the dipole kit. Did I spell that right? Yeah, I did. Dipole kit. Boom. That's one of the Dons in the chat from the Don Army. So nice. Don Hutchcraft right there. So dipole kit. Congratulations, Don.
Congratulations, Don.
Yeah, very good. Now let's do the infant half-wave kit now. So I'm going to click on this again.
Who's the infant half-wave by? Which one?
KM4ACK. He donated a dipole kit and an infed half-wave. They're both KM4ACK antennas.
We'll have a Coffee and Ham Radios infed half-wave soon on this giveaway stream.
Yes, correct. Yeah. 980. Okay, let's look over there.
It's totally worth more than 980.
Yeah. 980 is Eric Clausen. Eric Clausen. So, infant half-wave KM4 ACK. So Eric won the KM4ACK InFed half-wave kit, and Don won the dipole kit. So congratulations to both of you. I hope you guys build those and go use them on POTA. They're both excellent POTA antennas. Awesome. So what's coming up on y'all's channels then?
Ooh.
I am continuing down the APRS rabbit hole. There's no iGate in my area. So I tried to do APRS Thursday, not this past Thursday, but the one before that. And my packet got digipeated twice. And within the 2 hops, there was no iGate at all to pick it up. So now I got to make an iGate.
Now you got to build an iGate.
Yep.
I'm Steve from the M17 team is going to come onto a live stream soon, and we're going to build an iGate out of obviously a Raspberry Pi and probably one of my Yaesu radios.
Nice.
And I'm going to put that thing in the truck because I already have internet in my truck. So I'm going to put that thing in the truck, and it's going to be catching packets and looking for packets when I'm on road trips and when I'm at Hemfests. I've always
so
wanted
what are you
an
going
iGate
to do to
truck.
keep your 2-meter mobile out of your 2-meter APRS iGate?
What do you mean?
If you pick up your regular 2-meter mobile and start talking on the local repeater, you're going to blast your iGate. You're gonna overload the front end because you're doing 2 meters to 2 meters within like feet of each other.
Yeah, that's possible. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to kind of isolate it, I guess. So, realistically, when I'm driving around town, I probably won't be running the iGate. The iGate's going to be mostly for road trips.
Right.
Now, I generally talk on 6.52 on road trips, but I don't know. You know what? I have an ID 5100 and an FTM 300 in the truck right now, and when I am beaconing APRS on my FTM 300 and talking on my FTM on my ID 5100, I don't get any decents back. So, could be an antenna separation thing. Could be, I don't know. Good question. That'll be an interesting and fun hurdle to overcome if it is an issue.
Yeah.
So, good question. That's certainly something to consider, but Mike has to bring out the DX Commander jokes.
What did he say?
Well,
All
in
antennas
the truck for a duplexer. That's right.
Yeah. All antennas given away in the stream will be built before Jason builds his DX Commander.
He is correct.
It's a very old joke.
But it's true.
If you have to be known for something.
Yeah.
Now, is it too soon to say that even Castler got his built before you?
I don't know. Did he actually get his built?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't build it.
Well,
he reviewed it on stream.
Yeah.
Reviewed.
Yes,
he did. Yeah.
Still great guy. He just fumbled at that point.
Oh yeah. Yep. So good. Okay. Somebody's saying duplexer.
Yeah, but I mean a 2-meter duplexer. You're talking about 3 cans,
right?
19 inches tall.
Yeah,
I mean, you're talking about repeater work essentially.
Yeah, that won't work.
Yeah, but they make those mobile duplexers for UHF. I assume they make them for VHF. I don't know. I never looked. They're
do,
only about yay big.
They're that
UHF
big because they're UHF. That's why.
Right, but I've got a regular set of UHF cans, and they are 10 times as big as my mobile duplexer cans. So I don't know how.
Ones. Are you talking about the little rectangular ones?
Yeah, the little flat, the little black ones. Yeah.
I'd assume there's still a 70 centimeter cavity. It's just, flat cube rectangular shape. What do you call a 3-dimensional rectangle? You don't call it a cube.
A rhombus? I don't know. Yeah, more like an isolator. Like a repeat. When you have multiple repeaters at the same site, you can get I think they're called isolators that will almost like a low pass filter.
Yeah.
But I don't know. A duplexer would, if you tune a duplexer to 144.39, I can see how that might.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole design of a repeater duplexer is to keep one signal out of the other signal.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they're actually going to be pretty far away. I mean, you're talking, 144 versus like 146, so you're a long way away on the band.
True.
rectangular prism.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, we'll see. That'll be an interesting challenge.
We'll
So
cross that bridge when it happens.
exactly. Yeah. So everything like that's challenging will make for a really great video. All right, Steve. Let's give away your whatever your next thing is.
Do the Invent Half Wave.
Infant half wave. Okay.
Can't let Jason have all the fame.
That's right. Okay.
I actually haven't
Try to
built
call
one of
me
your
out.
MFED halfways. I actually want to do that.
Awesome. I know where you can get one.
Yeah.
Coffeeandhamradios.com.
That's right.
Are they in stock right now?
Yeah. We're getting really low on stock though.
Hmm.
So we had to do a resupply and we're now waiting for parts to arrive. Some of them have arrived today.
Oh, good. I have mine over there, and I was going to take it with me to Galveston on that last trip and do a video about stringing a wire to it and tuning it, and I forgot to grab it. So we're probably going back to Galveston at the end of April.
When you do that, make sure you have the right adapters that you trust or cables that you don't need adapters for. Because that's where I stalled on my video when we were at Fairfield Park.
Yeah.
I have
I had an adapter that was just all over the place, and I didn't want to cut my first element because I was afraid that the adapter was off and throwing off all the readings.
I have a ABR coax with a BNC on one end and PL59 on the other, and that's what I typically use for POTA
email them about
anymore.
That. Yes.
So, yep.
I have some bad adapter or piece of coax or something like intermittently bad. Like if you get it at if you look at it just the wrong way, the SWR goes through the roof. And I can't. And so it's like there's the antenna to the wall, there's the wall to the amplifier to the radio, and then there's some adapters in the middle there, and it's like one of those 17 pieces is bad, and I can't figure out which one it is. It's frustrating.
Sheesh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's completely because I was supposed to have my video about building the exact kind of the same thing that you're doing, Jason, done by now. But when I went to go read the SWR in the first element, it was I'm at a 4, now I'm at a 3, and now I'm at an 8, and I'm like, nope, I'm not cutting anything because it's just so wonky.
Yeah. All right, let's generate this number.
Yes, sir.
679. Okay.
Low numbers, love it.
679.
Who gets it?
Let's see. Come on, move. There we go. All right. Douglas Lambert.
Douglas, congratulations.
Lambert. Car.
All right.
Fed half wave. Half E. Half W.
Marvin says, throw money at it.
Yeah.
It does work, but when you don't have money to throw.
So Douglas Lambert.
Coffee and ham radio infant antenna. What power wattage can your antenna use?
100 watts voice, 50 watts digital. You can get a little more than 50 watts digital out, but mind your heat.
Mind your heat.
Right. Yeah. Yep. That is good. It's good advice.
Do you give them a cable to run the make the antenna itself, or is the cable already pre-cut to the right length?
You get 100 feet of wire, I believe, and then you need to cut off your counterpoise and your main element. And
is it a 9-to-1 or 49-to-1?
49-to-1.
And you need a counterpoise with the 49-to-1?
Always be poisoned, son.
You don't need you don't have to have a counterpoise, but
your coax will act as the counterpoise if you don't put one on, and then you need to put a choke at the radio or just deal with it. But it depends on the radio. So if you're running like a 705, the 705 has got RFI issues, so you'll definitely want a counterpoise or a choke or both.
Yeah. My ABR coax I was just talking about has a choke built into it. So that's that kind of two birds with one stone with that cable.
So we get you the counterpoise wire, 30 feet of counterpoise wire, 60 feet, 65, 66 feet of main. It's in the instructions, main element wire. And then you get 40, 20, 15, and 10 all on the same antenna. And it's once you tune it up, it's resonant. You don't need to use a tuner after that.
Everyone's yelling ABC. Always be counterpoising.
Always be poison. ABC. A, always be BC counterpoising.
I built, I cut the wire from my spark plug gear antenna for 40 meters, and it was beautiful on 40, 20, and 15. And on 10 meters, for some reason, it was like 2 to 1, 2.0 to 1.
Sounds about right.
still fine for the tuner that's built into the 7300 or FTDX10. So it worked fine. But that pack tenna. Now Mike built me a pack tenna, but I already had one also, and it so I've got 2 pack tennas now. But Mike's has a really cool link in it for 17 meters. It works great. But it is flat on all 4 bands. If you put the 40 meter link on that one that Mike built me, it's flat on. It's like 1.2 to 1 on 40, 15, 20, and 10. So all those 10 meter contacts I made 6 days in a row, I was either on that antenna or I was on the 17-foot stainless steel whip for the Chameleon Impasse 2.0, and just beautiful signals on 10 meters with both of those antennas. Had a good time. That was fun.
That's where I got the idea of doing the multi-band linked antenna from Mike, and I really like that because you can get a perfect resident antenna on that Pacific band by doing the linked. I really looked into the traps, but the traps are expensive, and building them on themselves, that's a lot of work. I'm like, nope, we're just
They're
gonna
not that
drop
hard to
it.
build.
Well, it's I
wide
didn't like it.
toroids.
Yeah.
You got to do some sewing.
You know, have you seen how bad my Toleraid wraps are? It's bad.
I can only
It
imagine,
can
Frank.
be worse than mine.
It's
I mean, I
bad.
see that Yagi on the ground behind you that's been there for like 3 years. I can
But
imagine
it
how toroid
works.
looks.
It's almost perfect residence. And then I have the Arrow 2 behind me.
So once Bob gets his rotor built, Frank, we're gonna have to take it out to the deer lease.
Dude, once Bob
that would be
gets
cool.
that rotor built, he's going to send it to me.
Actually, he's not, because guess who does all of his U.S. shipping now?
Well, guess who's going to be sending it to be through Bob?
Bob's gonna make it.
We're
give
not
it to
gonna.
Jason.
We're not.
Jason's
We're
gonna
just.
ship it to
We're
Frank.
just. We're just gonna totally. We're gonna totally Shanghai his inventory. We're gonna just go to the deer. Say, hey,
Yes.
look, these came in. Let's go.
Yes, I can't wait. Those rotors are amazing. I haven't even released this video because I haven't got a thumbnail yet. I was
he
kind
did
of letting
a,
it mellow for a bit.
He did a Facebook Live thing. I think it was last week. Or no, he did a Zoom. It was Zoom Live. He posted on Facebook. He's like, hey, we're going to do a demo of this rotor, and it's going to follow the ISS. And then he did it live on Zoom. He sent me a recording of it. Yeah, I was following the ISS. It was really cool. So
that's awesome. He did send that to me. Bob.
Yeah.
What's happening, Bob?
Ping him.
I'm pinging him now.
He'll do
What's
that.
he on? WhatsApp?
He's on
Twitter?
WhatsApp. I don't have WhatsApp installed. I don't feel like
Snap.
I don't feel like voluntarily giving my information to.
He's on those esoteric things.
Esoteric, yeah. Not that they don't already have all my information, but I feel like I'm just like saying, here you go, if I install WhatsApp on my phone. So I don't have WhatsApp.
Can't he just use like normal phone calls? He won't answer his phone. Anyways,
well, he's in Cozumel.
Yeah, well,
so
that's the same time zone as us.
Yeah.
If not, +1 or either way. But
okay,
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have fun with that one. All right, we've got a sticker pack, and we've got the Moby linked still, and I want to give away a couple of Ed Fong antennas.
Yes, these are great antennas. I've used one inside.
Can you slip me into that giveaway? Because I need one of those.
Just I'll send you one. You gonna do a video about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you one. Let me know which one you want.
The 2 meter 70 centimeter, if they've got one, because I asked you about it, but you were saying you were low on inventory, so I was waiting.
The inventory now. Yeah, the inventory goes up and down on those, but they sell quickly. But I get a bunch of them at one time. There's one that goes in PVC and one that's a roll up. So which one do you want?
The roll up.
Okay, the roll up.
So I have the roll up one.
Great Go Kit antenna.
I put the paper clip, the office paper clip you squeeze, and it has that black metal piece that bends. I put that at the end, and I hung it up in the apartment for years, and it hit the repeaters beautifully with it. These are great antennas for backpacking and stealth antennas, and I can't rave enough about it.
Yeah.
So who's the lucky guy?
Okay, so let's do one Ed Fong antenna here.
Hey, $398.
$398. So I will let you pick whichever Edfong antenna you want from shop.hamradio2.com.
Ooh,
In that email that you
$398
respond to next week.
Right. Fred Strickland.
Fred, congratulations.
Yeah.
You were really going to enjoy this, and
So,
it packs nicely for a Go Kit. I'm actually surprised we didn't see an Edfong antenna. Maybe that's what I need to do next time I'm out there at the Go Kit Challenge. Those videos are out.
Yeah. See,
What
I
was
have
your
one in
Go
my.
Kit, Frank?
I have a Tech Prepper Man Pack. I'm putting
Ooh.
with mine. So
Nice.
Right now, my Go
But-
Kit is the POTA pack that I carry around and I use for POTA. They're loosely Go Kit or was just what pack you have for your radios, because it was broad. Some people were targeting. Well, I go out and help out with Racy's events. That was
yeah.
mainly UHF VHF and helping out with
Fred.
runs and races and other things. Fred's in the chat. Congratulations. Email Jason now so you get your stuff.
Congrats, Fred.
And to UHF VHF POTA packs, which I demonstrated, and one gentleman had a radio, a tent, chairs, a table, and a little fire and everything in a 30-pound bag. He won
Nice.
second place
Really?
on my video. Yeah, that it was just everything you need to go out and just camp in the woods, and it was just so broad spectrum. What's a Go Pack to you? It was a fun event. Go check out the videos if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Check out next year's event, and it might be coming to you. Reach out to them. They want to spread the word. They'll give you a copy of their instructions and say, "Go forth. You got blessing. Do it."
So while Frank was talking, I gave away another Edfong antenna to Rick Reinheimer.
Nice. Congrats, Rick.
So
Rick, amazing.
Rick and Fred, you both want an Edfong antenna. You get to pick which one you want. He's got like 6 different versions. He's got a dual band, 2 meters 440 in PVC and roll up. He's got a 220 monoband. He's got a GMRS monoband, and then he's got a roll up commercial version that covers GMRS and the MERS frequencies, and then he's got a PVC version that covers that as well. So 45 Auto says my Go Kit is a reusable grocery bag. So
Hey, it works. What's the
That
difference
works.
between the roll up and the PVC?
one goes in PVC and one is just roll up.
Yeah.
Roll up.
One
Seriously.
is rigid.
Yeah.
I
One
was
is hard
wondering
plastic.
and trying
No,
to help
the
stream
PVC
out.
the PVC one generally you would put it comes with PVC end caps, and you buy your own PVC pipe for it. It's a specific kind, the 200 psi pipe, and you put it in. I think it's 5 feet tall, and you put it in there, and something like that you would put up on a permanent basis. I've got one of his tri-bands hanging out here. That's what I talk on my repeater it's connected to my FT847 right there. So that's what I talk on simplex and repeaters on every day. It's an Edfong tri-band, but which I think he still makes those, but I don't carry those.
Frank, did you steal that mug from McDonald's?
I'm glad you saw that. Were you watching the last live stream that we did?
No.
No? Okay, Josh saw that. No, I did not steal it. This is the Riddler mug from
Nice.
Batman and Riddler that
Nice.
was McDonald's. It's McDonald's branded.
My kids destroyed the last of my Great Muppet Caper McDonald's glasses from the 70s.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
no.
I didn't have a complete set to begin with. I had 4, but I didn't have the right 4.
I had one.
duplicate.
and
Gosh.
My friend thought it was so hilarious. I was drinking from these for whiskey tumblers that they ended up buying me a complete set. But yes, this is the Batman, and I love drinking from it for streams. There was a question for Meek.
Do you know where the GoBox winner got the voting booth?
No, actually, it was given to him. He said they were throwing some out, and he would just happen to be at the right place and knew the right person, and they gave it to him. That was a very unique Go Box because it was all standing up. Everyone else had sitting downs, but he was able to deploy at a standing up fashion, and it was just a different take, and it just blew my mind. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't think about standing up because I'm always thinking about sitting down and being out there for hours, but that will work so well.
I had that audio case that I gave to Mike. Was my Go Kit for a while, and I would throw it in the back of the truck, and had wheels on it, and it stood up. It was vertical, and I took that to field day a couple years in a row. I just rolled it out there, and I sat down in front of it, but you could easily stand up because it was like 4.5 feet tall, and does do all your stuff on it. It had my IC 706 Mark II G in it, and a couple of VHF UHF radios, so it would work that way.
Cool, but yeah, that was an amazing kit, and everyone has a different take and ideas on it. It was just love seeing all the
good stuff
there.
Yeah, it seems to always happen on Hamside weekend. That's why I've never been to it, because I was in Pennsylvania that weekend. So
we missed you.
Yeah,
I think I would have done better if I was stationary. To be honest, me and Mike both were, here's our setup, and then we weren't there to explain what we did.
No bribery involved.
We were around recording and talking to everyone and enjoying the event. But hey, I was there just to show off what I had. I wasn't trying to win it all.
Yeah.
Maybe next year I will throw my hat into the ring. What are we trying to give away this time?
All right,
Jason?
let's do Steve, we still got a sticker kit, right?
We do, yeah.
Okay.
So you get a Coffee and Ham Radio sticker, a TO sticker, a Smoke and Ape sticker, an FEP Lab sticker, and a KK6 USY sticker. 5 stickers in all. 5
nice.
I've probably got about 15 KK6 USY stickers. Every other month, Chuck forgets that he sends me one, so I'll get another one in the mail.
Yeah, imagine trying to chat with Chuck all day long. Chuck forgets the sentence that he's typing.
I know it, yeah.
Are you having a stroke?
All right, so here it goes. Oh,
let's do it.
Down again. 294.
294.
294.
Is the lucky gentleman.
Congrats to all my early risers.
That's right, yeah. 294. Taylor Parker.
Nice.
Guy with two last names. Car sticker pack.
Nice.
So Taylor Parker won that. Can you guys see that? Right there. There it is.
There it is.
Taylor Parker.
Congrats, Taylor, and I hope you enjoy stickers.
Mm-hmm. Right. Sticker packs are cool.
Actually, I have an idea what I want to do with all my stickers. I have a box of them.
You have a box of I've got like a box of 4 different kinds of stickers.
Yeah, I have.
So
just everyone's.
Oh, I see the TO sticker in there.
You mean your stickers, Frank, or
no?
Everyone else's.
Everyone else's stickers.
Yeah, I've got 2 big Ziploc bags of stickers.
And I love stickers, and I won't say no to stickers, and I appreciate every one of them I have. I just haven't had the right idea to display them right yet.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about putting a glass behind me, a clear glass, and just sticking on them, because some of these are meant for cars and they have the inverted sticker, so you peel them and put them in the car inside of the car windshield, and others are the outside.
Yeah.
And I think if I get a clear plate of glass, I can then display them. Doesn't matter what orientation they are, I can display them nicely.
Yeah.
Just get a nice whiteboard and you can stick it up behind you, and that'll hide all that
stuff.
A
whiteboard
shouldn't be seen.
Yeah. There we go.
Woohoo! It's upside down, but that's all right.
Temporary offline.
That's the way you do it.
I started putting stickers on my back. There it is. This is the one I was looking for. Started plastering them on this is my driver's side rear door, back seat door.
Mm-hmm.
The back door and the driver's side on my truck. So it's got Tank Radio.
Yes.
Red Summit RF.
Best one.
Coffee and Ham Radio, or not Coffee and Ham Radios. Ham Radio Basics. Ham Radio Happy Hour. I don't have a Coffee and Ham Radios on there.
Get to work, son.
So I know it. I don't know if you know what? I probably got one.
Or
somewhere.
3.
So
don't worry, Chuck will send you one next week.
Honestly, I don't think I have a Coffee and Ham Radio. I'm looking in here. I've
got. You guys send that with the antenna I bought. I know I've got one. So
those. I just have just a bunch of. Oh, look, RF. R Finder. I got
RF
lots
Ender.
of RF Ender.
RF
Bob will
Ender.
love that. This is a cool one.
I can't see what that is.
It's WA7PBE, and
that's
aircraft
yeah,
It's
carrier.
Pat.
Yeah, that's Pat. Okay.
Yeah.
Ain't seen Pat lately.
No,
he's been around.
Yeah.
The dudes, Ham Radio dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got several Sean stickers.
And of course, Tank Radio. This was actually my first one. This is the test print.
All right, let's give away this Moby Linked.
Yes.
And we've been going for an hour. Thank you. I know everyone's going to drop off after we give away that. That's everything, right?
I think so.
Oh no, I didn't give away the Ham Radio Deluxe.
Ooh, let's do
because I don't have it. I don't have it sitting here in front of me. Okay, so 2 different winners, 1-year subscription to Ham Radio Deluxe. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do that first, and generate here. Good, it went up 1051. 1051. Switch over there. Okay. This one I don't have to mail. You just have to no, it's just a code. You just go on their website and buy it.
Oh,
and
nice.
And they gave me a coupon code to give to the winner. So HRD. Wayne Hale.
Oh, congratulations, Wayne.
Wayne Hale won a 1-year subscription, and we'll do one more winner. There.
Now, before you give away the next one here, what is Ham Radio Deluxe?
Ham Radio Deluxe.
About it a bit?
Ham Radio Deluxe is software that does all of the things Ham Radio. Literally, it's logging all of the things. It'll do satellite tracking. It's very much like a Geocron. It's got a lot of Geocron looking stuff built into it. It's primarily a logger. It's a very robust logging system. It'll incorporate with WSJTX. It'll do its own version of FT8. It'll do lots of stuff. Ham Radio Deluxe is like the ultimate logging software for ham radio. So, and they're about to come out with version, I think it's 7, whatever the new version. They're like on version 6.4, 6.6 or something like that right now. When they do the upgrade, he was telling me about it because he was at Hamcation in February. He was like, yeah, it's going to have this and this and this. And some of the stuff he told me, I was like, that's going to be really cool. So we're probably going to have him come on the show.
Awesome.
As soon as that new version's out. Sometime this summer, I believe. All right, one other 1-year subscription to Ham Radio Deluxe. $557.
Ooh.
There, and we will... 557 is Frank...
Yes! Finally, I won something.
Not you.
Oh.
Pischetola.
Some things are better left unpronounced, Jason.
Pischetola. Yeah. Sure, I'm saying that wrong.
Congratulations, Frank. Frank, you're the winner. Frank
P. Yeah.
You know, there's so little Franks. Every time I hear my name, I'm like, yes, that's me.
It's like Steve's. There's not many Steve's out there.
Pischetola. Yeah. Bob, HRD will not work on Mac OS. I think they're about to release a Mac version. Or maybe they just did release a Mac version.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does rig control also. Yes, that's true. Donald Trump is correct.
What?
So, yeah. The guy's name is Trump, Donald. Yeah,
Donald Trump is my ham radio mentor.
Yeah, that's right. So, yes, I can't remember. They're either about to release or they have just released a Mac version for HRD. I don't remember which one it is. I don't follow Mac stuff, but I know they were talking about it at Hamcation. It's the only reason I know about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So Frank and whoever the other person was. So congratulations on Ham Radio Deluxe. Wayne. Yeah, really great software to use for all the things Ham Radio. Yes, it does do rig control also. It does all the things. It almost does just about everything for ham radio. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back here. And we're going to give away, that's the wrong screen. We're going to give away this Moby Linked TNC4, brand new, Bluetooth TNC that connects to any radio they have a cable for. And drum roll, please. 1053. Did we just have a 1053?
I don't think so.
No, Wayne was 1051. So 1053 is Richard Bridges.
Ooh, congratulations, Richard.
TNC4. Yeah. TNC4, Richard Bridges won the Moby Linked TNC4. There we go. And that is everything we had tonight. I want to thank everybody before all you guys start to drop off. But yeah.
Heathens.
They're just here for the giveaways.
Yes, Dennis, a TNC4. I bought 2 of these when they were announced. I kept one for myself, and we're giving away the second one. Correct. So, yeah, you will like that. Go to Moby Linked mobilink.com. You can read all about this thing. Mobilink and then the letter D. Mobilinkd.com. So you can read all about that. Really cool piece of kit for TNC, packet radio, APRS, WinLink, all the things. So good deal. Guys, thank you for signing up. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you to everybody who donated tonight. KM4ACK, thank you. Steve, thanks to the Coffee and Ham Radio guys. Appreciate you guys.
Sure thing.
Supporting the
Coffee
channel.
and Ham Radio's YouTube channel.
Yes, for sure. Oh, you guys had what did you have? Who'd you have on last week?
Bill from Ham Radio Tectonics.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, Bill. Bill's a good dude.
Yeah.
He went to Grand Canyon with us last week, and I met him the first time the year before that at where was that? I guess that was.
He was at Quartzsite.
Yeah, he was at Quartzsite. Yeah, he was at Quartzsite. Yeah, but I'd met him before that. So.
Grand Canyon. I think the Grand Canyon was the first time we met Bill.
Was it? I was thinking he was at something before that, but you could be right about that. So.
Say that
okay,
again.
But
I like
Bill's good.
words.
I said you could be right. So, yes. So yeah. So thank you for all the super chats. The super chats do go to help buying more stuff to give away. So just remember that. But yeah, I got to get some more nasty beer that I can drink at super chat style.
Dude, I got a whiskey for you, sir.
Yeah, Frank, I was thinking, what could you cut that with? Maybe like some
Mango
Red Bull or something.
Water. Just
no, I would cut it with like some
dilute
juice or something, some kind of like like mango juice.
Because it is pretty sweet, but it's also pretty spicy, so it's kind of this weird.
The spiciness doesn't bother me, except when it aerates and it just goes through my nose. It's the sweetness punch at the beginning that is just,
yeah,
and that's what causes me most to winch.
Yeah, it was. I don't think I've tried. You had that somewhere, Frank, and I'm like, I don't think I want to try that, and I didn't.
I had it for a while before I brought it on the stream. It was a Christmas present.
Oh,
tomato juice. There you go. Make a Bloody Mary out of it.
You know what? I mean, that's
nice.
I thought if it's actually that spicy, it might be good in some like V8 or something.
Ooh, cool.
Clamato.
Yeah, Clamato style or something like that. Cool. All right. Use it on brisket, Prep Ham says.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I'll tenderize some beef for you.
Please don't. Please don't do that.
I like this idea.
I don't. I think that would ruin a brisket. So, I don't know, though. All right, what's I asked this earlier, but I don't think we got a complete answer. Steve, what's coming up on your channel? Like
I said, I was going down the APRS rabbit hole. So that's next is I've got a couple of I'm going to build a CM108 sound card device because right now I've built up a janky cable and a USB to serial. So what I did was I took a Retevis RT, whatever it is, the Retevis Anytone clone. And I found out which pin the audio comes out into the microphone on, and I made a custom cable to do APRS work. So at first it was Vox based, and then I figured out how to do it without Vox, and that video is coming out this week. And then I've got a new sound card because Direwolf now includes support for the CM108 based sound cards. It's a sound card that has GPIO pins, but nobody's exposing the pin, so you have to solder directly to one of the surface mount legs of the chip itself. So that's going to be fun, but I can do it.
Yes.
I can do it.
Awesome. Good. Okay. Well, when you guys release a new antenna, let me know.
Yeah. And, we're working on that Chucky Hex.
Oh, the Chucky Hex would be awesome. I hope he uses my idea for his logo.
What's your idea?
A bloody butcher's knife going through a hex beam.
Okay.
Chucky Hex.
Okay.
Chucky Hex. He said to me, he goes, yeah, I'm thinking about marking this as the Chucky Hex when we were at Quartzsite. I'm like, dude, that's a great idea. And I was trying to tell, he's like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I'm like, no, you need to do it, man. That's awesome. That's the antenna that we talked to Hayden on. We made contact with Hayden from Quartzsite, Arizona to Australia on that Chucky Hex using the 705, but he had his Yaesu amp behind it. So it was about 100 watts, 105 watts.
And if anybody's ever been to Quartz Fest, that is a ham, noisy environment.
Yes, it is.
It's like the worst of the worst place to operate because everybody's there with their ham radios for the weekend.
I'm
Absolutely,
surprised. Well, even if we
Yeah.
use
Well, not
bandpass
even
filters,
that.
it doesn't
We
even
had
help.
we had bad RFI. Like somebody's generator was running, just causing RFI in the signal. And I gave Hayden a 5x2 or 5x3, but I'm like, dude, you'd be a good 5.7 if it wasn't for all this RFI we had. But yeah. Yeah, so yeah, TC Fitz and 86DM Dennis are both saying like Chucky Hex. Who said it? Somebody said Chucky Hex, take my money. I forget who it was. Yeah, it's good.
I missed that chat.
It's a great idea for an antenna name. But yeah, Frank, what's coming up on your channel?
Coming up my channel, I'm thinking the next video would be reflashing this and getting Arden going. Thank you to the two gentlemen that did send me these devices. I appreciate it so much. I got that up and going in about an hour. So if we take about half of that away from filming and getting the shots right, 30 minutes. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. I'm looking forward to playing with that and experimenting with it shortly. We really need to get more people in the Euless and Grapevine area interested in Arden so we can get the connection between our houses completed. But
yep.
One day.
Well, you know what? And I need to get Jeremy's tunnel connection back to me because he's connected all that stuff up there in Hurst.
Well, that's
so
tunnel. We want to do it.
Well, yes. Very true.
Tunnel is great, but it really relies on both connections having an internet.
Yeah.
So when your nodes in a true scenario where this is meant to be deployed in, over pure RF, that's the key.
What we need to do is we need to get back up to the hunting lease.
Yeah.
And plant an Arden node out there. No, we need to. I want to rent an auger, a gas powered auger, and get an 8 or a 10 foot steel post and plant it right there in front of the hunting stand by the tank. We're shooting guns in the tank the last year.
Yeah. Yep.
It's right there by the stock pond. It's not stocked, but it is a pond. So if you stand right there, you can look across the field and see to the south. You can see the Roston Tower, which is 2,000 feet in the air. And that tower has an Arden node with an internet connection on it, and it's pointed straight towards us because it's actually pointed towards the Bowie EOC, which is straight on the other side of us. So we're right in the middle between the Bowie EOC and the Roston Tower. And I took my truck up there one time back when I was running a mobile Arden node in the truck, and I parked right there in that field, and I was picking up that signal from Roston easily. So I'm like, I should plant a post right here and just put a permanent and get one of my I've got plenty of batteries. Get one of my batteries in a small solar panel and get the Arden node and just point it at the Roston Tower, and then I would have internet right there. And then I could, higher up the tower, we could wire a hardline Ethernet something and point it back towards the campsite of the deer.
And the thing would be for us would be to run Arden and have all of our logging software working, and so that we can run two sites. That's my dream.
Yes.
So we can run two sites and not interfere with each other. Dennis in the chat is asking, what's Arden? Arden stands for Amateur Radio Emergency Data Network.
Yep.
So think it as a wireless network, but on the ham bands that you're able to get in a quieter noise space because it's sub bands 1 and 2 from the normal 2.5 or 2.4 gigahertz. I haven't researched the 2.5 or where it is at, but there we do have bands that we can use just as amateur radio operators and run a wireless network so we can and network all these nodes together. It's a little bit more complicated there, but the quickest way is a dark net of amateur radio.
Yeah, kind of like that.
But it's not darknet.
There's plenty of videos and live streams on this channel about Arden. We did one just like 2 weeks ago, so you can. You want to know what software. Arden is. So yeah, but we should get together and do another one with because Steve KO4AFL got a MikroTik router, and now you've got yours, Frank. So we should get together and tunnel everyone together and do it kind of like the way I wanted to do it last time.
I want to talk to you in RF. That is, you're 2.5 miles.
Me too. Yeah, I know, but I'm down in the valley here. I got to get over all the trees in my valley.
Same here.
So,
but that's where we need the clubs to help us out.
That's true. That's true. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Congratulations to the winners. We will try to do this again at some point in time once I get some more equipment to give away. And special thanks to all the folks in green text out there in the chat who are my YouTube channel supporter members. You know what? I forgot. I set up a brand new Buy Me a Coffee account, and I was going to announce it tonight, and I forgot about it. So maybe I'll do that next week. But next week, I'm going to build a new antenna. I think I'm going to build a new antenna for the Sunday live stream next week. So you guys be sure and tune into that. Steve and Frank, thank you for joining me tonight.
Anytime.
Congratulations to all the winners, and you guys wave goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.